Hello crochet lovers, how are you? I am Elena from AHUYAMA Crochet, the channel where we learn to crochet step by step. Today I bring you these mittens, super easy to crochet. The instructions I'm going to give you are for all sizes. We are also going to learn how to embroider these little flowers in our mittens, so stay with me for this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe so we can be in touch for all the new tutorials. Okay, so we will need a base color for our gloves. In my case, it will be gray. I recommend working with a medium thick yarn, so this is for a 4mm hook, sport yarn, and I'm going to work with a 3.5mm hook, so the stitches are very tight. Okay, now we will need a yarn to embroider the flowers, so here we can let our imagination fly with the colors. We will need a wool needle to make those embroideries. Also scissors and markers will be useful. So, let's start. We will start with this base color by making a slip knot. Start with the fist. So, we are going to make 8 chains. From the second chain from hook, we are going to make 1 single crochet in each available chain. I have to have 7 single crochet at the end. If we want the fist a little bit longer, we can make more chains at the beginning. My initial row for the fist, and here for next rows I'll make a chain, turn the work, and I'll work only on the front loops. In crochet, each stitch leaves us 2 loops. We'll work only on the front one. We insert the hook there and we make a single crochet. We make 1 single crochet in each front loop until we finish the row. That is 7 single crochet in total. If we look from behind, we have the back loop that remains free. So we are finishing here. This is the 7th single crochet. Chain, turn your work and repeat the same instructions. 1 single crochet in each front loop from the previous row. We'll keep going until we complete the length of the wrist of our mitten. So here I recommend that you measure with the hand. Each hand is different. I made 26 rows, but for each hand it will be different. So when we get to that desired length, we are going to make a chain here and we are going to join the 2 ends of the fist. So we insert the hook on the first available stitch, then on the first chain behind, and we make a slip stitch. And we continue joining like this with slip stitch. So the union should look like this. We are going to hide it inside the fist. We make a chain here, we turn the work, and we are ready to work the body of our mitten. If we look here in the spring, we have a hole and a mountain, hole, mountain. Okay, so we are going to work only in the available holes. We are going to make 2 half double crochet in each hole. Here is the first available hole. I prepare to make the first half double crochet, yarn over, insert hook, and pull through the 3 loops. Half double crochet completed. We make another half double crochet on the same hole, and we go to the next hole where we are going to make the same 2 half double crochet. 1 and 2, and we continue working like this until the end of the round. 2 half double crochet in each available hole. So I'm finishing now. I just need to work on the last of the holes. 1 and 2 half double crochet, and at the end of the round we must have the same number of rows that we made for the fist. I must have 26 half double crochet. For you it will be the same number of rows that you did for the fist. We are going to continue working in circles, so I recommend that you mark the back of the mitten, so the seam that we made for the fist. We will bring a marker. It is a marker that will not move. We will use it to mark a kind of toll to know that we have already made one round. Now we are going to go to the first stitch that we did for the first round, and there we are going to make a half double crochet. This is the beginning of round 2, and we are going to continue working 1 half double crochet in each stitch until we complete the round. So we go to the next available stitch and we work 1 half double crochet. Half double crochet. We will work 2 rounds like this. So this is the end of round 2, and we have to make another one with the same instructions. This is the beginning of round 3. Okay, so I'm finishing my third round here. Here I passed over the marker that tells me the end of each round. What we have done so far is this initial part of the mitten, and now what we are going to do is start making increases to create the space for the thumb. So we are going to mark that corner where we want to create the space for the thumb, and in the left hand it will be on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to bring one marker here to create the space for the thumb, as I told you. In the left hand it will be on the other side. So I'm going to start this round 4. We are going to move forward to the marker where we are going to make an increase. We start making 1 half double crochet in each available stitch until we arrive to the marker. So for the left mitten we arrive faster, but as I am on the right one I have to go all the way around. So here I am arriving to the marker. When I arrive I remove the marker and we make 2 half double crochet on the same stitch. 1, and on the same stitch 2 half double crochet. This would be an increase. Where I had 1 stitch, now I have 2. So we are going to complete the round and we are going to make increases on this side of the glove, so we create that space for the thumb. So we end the round 4, 1 half double crochet in each stitch until we get to that toll, to that marker. And now from round 5 to 13 we are going to work 1 increase over the increase of the previous row. So we are going to mark the second stitch of the previous increase. Okay, so here I have my increase. I put the marker on the second stitch of the increase, and that's where I'll make a new increase on the next row. On the left glove we will do the same, but on the left side. Okay, so I keep working this row number 5. Here I start 1 half double crochet in each available stitch I go forward until I get to the marker. That marker is here on the second stitch of the previous increase. I do my last stitch alone, and where I get to the marker is where I will make one increase again. Here one, and on the same stitch another half double crochet, and I will mark that second stitch right away so I don't miss it. And we will keep working like this until round 13. Always working on the second stitch of the increase of the previous row. Okay, so I complete the round, making one half double crochet in each available stitch, and then I start the next round with the same instructions. Here I am finishing my 5th round. I'm going to start the 6th round. Remember, one half double crochet in each available stitch until we get again to that marker. This is the marker on the second stitch of the previous increase. We make here another increase, 1 and 2 half double crochet on the same stitch. I mark that second stitch so I don't miss it. This is my 6th round. I continue until I complete 13 rounds. Great, so here I have finished the 13th round. In total I must have 10 rounds with increase. So we will see that we have like a little tower of increases. We have each increase on top of the previous one, that for 10 rows. So I am done working with the increases. I can remove the marker and we can measure the glove to see that we have reached that point where we can close the thumb. If it's not the case, you can continue making some rows of increases until you arrive to that point. So I have arrived to that point, and we are going to close this part, creating the hole for the thumb. And then we will continue working the rest of the body. We are going to remove it. We locate the back part that is in the center here. And here we are going to identify 10 free stitches, 5 to one side and 5 stitches to the other side. I will mark on the 6th stitch after those free stitches. So I have 10 here. The marker is next to those stitches. I'm going to try my glove again so I can check that my thumb fits. And we will continue working the glove's body, leaving that free thumb. So this is round 14, one half double crochet in each available stitch. Remember that for the left glove, the hole will be on the other side. When we arrive to the marker, we work on the stitch where the marker is. Remember, here I have 10 stitches free. And then I will turn the mitten. I will go to the other side and I will make a half double crochet on the stitch that is marked. And this way we create like a little bridge from side to side, leaving a hole for the thumb. I can remove the marker now. 10 free stitches, and here on the body I have the same stitches from the beginning. So for me it's 26 stitches again. I will continue to make rounds until I reach the desired height for my mittens. This will be different in each case. I have small hands. I will make 5 rounds in total. So here on this little bridge that made the hole for our thumb, we are just going to work 1 half double crochet on the previous half double crochet. That's all the instructions here. Then I continue working in rounds, as I told you, until I complete the desired height for my mittens. So I made 5 rounds in total. We continue counting the rounds from that marker on the center of the mitten. I'm going to measure it one last time. Make sure I'm happy with the height of the mitten. And at this moment we can make the final edge, which is optional. We are going to start with a chain. And we're going to do the crab stitch, always going backwards. So here I insert the hook and I make a single crochet. Then backwards, single crochet. And that way we will create this edge on crab stitch. This edge is optional. We go all the way around until the last stitch, and when we have finished we turn, we look for the first stitch, and there we make a slip stitch, and that would be the end of our mittens. So now I can cut the yarn, remove the hook. I can hide all those loose threads with the wool needle. And I'm going to prepare to embroider the little flowers. So with a wool needle, I will hide these loose threads. Very well, so here I have my 2 mittens. As I told you throughout the tutorial, in the left mitten we will have the thumb on the left, the same instructions but the thumb on the left. Now I'm going to embroider the little flower, so with a double thread in the color that we want the petals, we are going to visualize here where we want the petal to start. Then I will insert the needle on the base of the petal, and I will imagine the size that I want for the petal. So if I want a big flower, I will make large petals. This is like a medium flower, okay? So I will go out over here. And I will pull the thread Here I create like a loop. These flowers are called lazy daisies. Okay, so I have the petal and I have to close that end, so I insert a needle right here to block the form of the petal. And I will go out on the base of the next petal. So over here we pull the thread and the previous petal is fixed. Very nice. I'm going to create a second petal here. So I insert the needle on the base. This is going to be in another direction. I'm creating my flowers. We can create with 5 petals, 6 petals. You decide. We repeat the same instructions. We pass through the loop and then we fix with a small stitch, and I go out on the base of the next petal. So here I am finishing my flower. I have 5 petals. I cut the thread, then I will hide it later. I like to join the 2 ends and then hide it. Okay, now we are ready to work the branches and the leaves. So for the branch, I'm going to start here. I have a little hole available. I insert the needle. And I'm going to make like a series of small petals. This is the chain stitch we use in embroidery. So we imagine the branch and we start doing like mini petals. The same instructions, but very small stitches. I create the loop, I pass through the loop, we pull the yarn, and then we are going to insert the needle on the same stitch where I get out. And we continue in the direction that we want to give to our branch. We pull through the loop, and in that way we have a new chain. Okay, so the branch is ready. I'm going to create some little leaves on the sides. So for that, we are going to use the same instructions as for the petals. So I fix the last end of the branch as I did for the petals, and I go out on the base of the first leaf. I'm going to create a couple of leaves on each side. So same instructions as if it were a mini petal. I pull the thread, I go through the loop, and I create my leaf. So to block that leaf, I make that stitch and I go out on the base of the second leaf. And I continue working like that, making all the branches I want, the leaves that I want to create. And when we are done with the branch, we are going to create the center of the flower. So to make the center of the flower, we go through the center with the needle. I'm going to use yellow here. We leave one loose end, and here we are going to place our needle close to that center, and we are going to wind it with the thread 4 to 5 times. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to insert the needle right next to the point where I entered, and then I'm going to pull that thread, and here we will see the magic happening. And that would be it, crochet lovers. After embroidering our details, our mittens will be ready to use. I hope you liked this tutorial today. I see you next time on new tutorials. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much. Have a nice crochet time.